Does it matter and does it make sense now to go 50-50 on the bills? That's the question. Everything is expensive. Nothing is cheap and nothing is free. So the question becomes, will you go 50-50 on the bills with your guy? Now, when we're talking about going 50-50 with the bills, a lot of different things come into play because I do videos all the time where women are like, well, women make more money or just as much money as men now. I'm like, okay. But then when you talk about going 50-50 on the bills, they're like, oh, no, the man is supposed to be a provider. He's supposed to pay everything. Well, this is the way that I look at it. And I might have a controversial viewpoint, but it's my viewpoint. My viewpoint is this. If I marry you and you're a virgin, I'll pay 100% of the bills. 100%. If I marry you and you're not a virgin, but you don't have any kids, I'll pay 75% of the bills. If I marry you and you have a kid or more, we're going 50-50. That's been my thinking for a few months now because everything has changed. It's like it doesn't make sense for a man who is in his home with another man's child also in his home to be paying 100% of the bills. That's not even fair to said man. It's not fair at all. So the question becomes, are people okay now that we have so many single moms, now that we have inflation, now that we have the feminism movement, the equality movement, women okay with, because they don't want to be traditional in other ways, right? Women want to still go out to the club. Women want to still keep men on the side. They don't want to be traditional in those ways. So if you don't want to be traditional in those ways, is it fair to ask a man to be traditional and pay all of the bills? Is that fair? I don't think that it is. The way that I see it in this day and age is very simple. I think that this needs to be reassessed based upon the situation that the man is coming into. Because when you look at it from a distance, a man can get cheeks. He can clap the cheeks of his girlfriend all day long. And he doesn't have to be responsible for 100% of the bills. So he slips on a wedding ring and then all of a sudden he wasn't paying any of the bills. She was paying her own bills. He was paying his own bills. Now he puts a wedding ring on her finger and all of a sudden now he has to pay 100% of the bills. 100%. That just doesn't seem very fair to me, especially if we're talking about a woman that is a single mom. She has a kid or multiple kids by another man. I don't think that that's cool. I don't think that that's right.